Hello everyone, Kurt from Chicago Skycam. I run a drone company in Chicago, but I'm also interested in stories about drones being used for crime and nefarious purposes. So in this story in Atlanta, Georgia, a drone repair shop, the owner and one of the employees is being arrested for assisting inmates and gangs in dropping contraband into Georgia prisons, like drugs, cell phones, possibly guns. Let's take a look at this story. This is Channel 2 News out of Atlanta, WCB-TV.
We begin with a Channel 2 Action News exclusive. Authorities say gangs are using drones to drop contraband into prisons, and they believe the owner of this drone repair shop and one of his workers are part of the operation. Good evening. I'm George Estevez. Justin Farmer has a night off.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Stouffer. It's believed to be the largest criminal operation of its kind in Georgia history.
So this drone pictured at the bottom, this is an ag drone or agricultural drone. These drones are made for spraying pesticides on crops. They can carry quite a bit of weight, so I can see why you may use it for this type of purpose, because they have to carry liquids. If we go on to DJI's website and we look at their basic model here, it can carry 20 kilograms, or we should say 20 kilos for the case of this example, which is over 40 pounds. The next model up can carry over 40 kilograms, so close to 88 pounds here. So they can carry quite a bit of weight. I think it might be overkill, because if we look at what the Ukraine's done the last couple of years with some of the Mavics, like the Mavic 3, they've been able to strap munitions to them quite effectively. So, but let's play the story a little bit more and see what's going on here.
And the key is what it kept out of Georgia prisons. Georgia Department of Corrections Special Agents says Operation Skyhawk culminated today with raids targeting one of many networks at the focus of the investigation.
I'm sure DJI is just loving the fact that they're all over this video. They were on the owner's t-shirt, they're on the front door here, and actually I checked out their website, they're on there, and that's because this business specializes obviously in repairing DJI products and drones. So they say that any publicity is good publicity, but DJI's been kind of under fire in the US lately, where they've been banned from government projects, I think oil and gas as well. So if somebody wanted to hire me to do a government project, I wouldn't be able to use a DJI drone. And there's a greater fear out there that DJI drones may be banned for consumers, or the consumers that already have them, they're going to stop working. I can't see that happening.
Networks, including one involving a business called Thunder Drones and drone drops of drugs, cell phones, and more into Georgia prisons. Are you involved in drone drops of contraband into Georgia prisons?
Not that I know of.
Not that I know of is not the best response there. No comment. Talk to my attorney. Almost sounds like maybe.
All we do is repair drones.
He was in communications with inmates within the Georgia Department of Corrections and their associates on the outside.
Including gang members?
Absolutely. About making drone drops, contraband drops.
You don't know who you're repairing them for, who you're providing them to?
Most of our business is consumer business. We've repaired drones for local Atlanta and interstate.
We did electronic interceptions on Mr. Robert Schwartz, his business here at Thunder Drones, and inmates and associates of inmates.
Have you broken the law?
No.
Agents thundered into a business called Thunder Drones in Gwinnett County, armed with a search warrant and arrest warrant for Robert Schwartz involving drone drops of contraband into Georgia prisons. He says drones shown as outside Thunder Drones were among more than 50 drones seized in 2 simultaneous raids. And if the allegations prove true in court, he anticipates Schwartz will be dropping into prison for an extended stay.
This will be the largest gang RICO case in the history of the state of Georgia, and it originated by the men and women here at Georgia Department of Corrections.
The commissioner says prosecutors are working with GDC special agents to ask grand juries across the state to return RICO and gang indictments against Schwartz and many others. If you face gang and or RICO charges, what's your response?
All I do is repair drones. I've been doing it. I've been repairing radio control things for 50 years. I don't know what they're even here for.
We stopped roughly 170 prison drops during the course of this investigation.
GDC Special Agent Greg Phillips says the investigation started in November 2022, led to the recovery of lots of drugs, including 51 pounds of what appeared to be ecstasy. But while they are not lab tested yet, Phillips says he believes many of the pills contain deadly fentanyl. He says takedowns outside prisons during the investigation, Operation Skyhawk, yielded 22 guns he believes were intended for security for the drone operations. And and 273 cell phones were recovered before they made it into prisons, with a prison value of contraband totaling around $7 million.
We've arrested 146 individuals associated with contraband drops. Out of those 146, 8 of them are correctional officers.
So 8 correctional officers arrested. So that changes the game a little bit, where I'm thinking that it's going to have to be something relatively small for an inmate to get back into the facility. If you're a corrections officer just coming out from the yard, I doubt you're going to be checked. They probably get checked when they come in and out, but if they grab something out of the yard that's a little bit larger, it may be easier for them to conceal.
Did you have any role in drone drops into state prisons?
No.
Is that a yes or no?
No comment.
No comment. Did you break the law?
No.
The commissioner says Thunder Drones employee Nelda Alber was also arrested on charges related to drone drops of contraband and inmate communications. Commissioner Oliver says the second.
So most of their business is consumer, including possibly dropping contraband into prisons. So, looking at their website, I mean, this is a legit business. They have a number of Google reviews. It appears that they've been around for some time. Looking at their website here, I was curious about the repair business, and they don't really meet clients at their place of business there at their facility. You have to mail them in there. So I thought that they may have some deniability, saying, hey, we don't know these people. We get them in the mail and we repair them, but let's watch a little bit more.
Commissioner Oliver says the second raid was on Schwartz's home.
It's an agricultural drone. A drone this size could actually lift a human being.
You believe this was part of the operation?
Don't know yet. Still early in the investigation.
The gloves are off. There's full transparency. We know we have an epidemic in our prisons with contraband, and we're going to go get it.
Phillips says in a briefing he reminded officers the raids were on Maundy Thursday, day of Christ's Last Supper.
It represents humility and selflessness and service to others.
Feel like you fulfilled that today?
Absolutely.
Now, Commissioner Oliver says while 8 GDC officers were arrested in the investigation, it was good GDC officers who arrested them. Now, Matt Wolf says, while we were at the house, 2 guys pulled up suddenly outside Thunder Drones, tried to leave, and a search of the car turned up a stolen gun and a drone, and one was arrested. We used photos from the Georgia Department of Corrections in our report. Reporting live, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News.
All right, that's it. So if you found this video entertaining and informative, please like and subscribe. Talk to you later.